All right, thank y'all for tuning in. It was a beautiful day outside today, so I figured I'd do this video outside. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna break down what's going on in the crypto markets. But before I start the video, guys, I want to first thank all of you. We recently hit 3,000 subscribers. That was a big milestone I've been trying to hit for a while now. As you guys know, the channel is monetized, so this was really important to me to finally get over the hump of hitting 3,000 subscribers. Guys, thank you so very much. I promise 2023 I have some really awesome stuff, awesome content, awesome interviews, more shorts, all kind of cool content coming in 2023. But thank y'all so much. So let's get right into it, guys. So a lot going on in crypto right now. As always, not financial advice, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just kind of giving you what I think the temperature of the market is right now and what I think is going to happen next. Now, as we can see, guys, Bitcoin, Ethereum, a lot of cryptos pulled back in the last couple, as of today. And why? Well, I think it's because this is the next big catalyst that's coming up. This is what you need to be paying attention to. The FOMC meeting is happening in a few days. If you don't know what that is, that's when Jerome Powell and the Fed are going to determine if they're going to raise or lower interest rates. Now, what is the Fed going to do? I do not know. I do not know. They're basing their decision strictly off what the inflation data of the country is. And what the Fed has said is that they want to get inflation to around 2%. I believe at their last meeting, inflation was around like 6 or 7%. Do you guys really think they're going to get inflation to 2%? So if they're going to try to get inflation to 2%, they're going to have to raise rates. What I'm hearing is it may be a small rate hike. Now, markets may respond favorably to a small rate hike because that's indicating that we're pivoting. That means that we're indicating that inflation is going the direction the Fed wants it to go. I kind of disagree with this because, as we know, the inflation data, the CPI data they're using is very, very manipulated. I mean, guys, egg prices are up 60%. So it seems that so many items that we use, that the prices have gone up. And what you have to ask yourself is, since what we consume is made by so many large corporations, do you think that these corporations are going to lower their prices when people have become accustomed to a new lower standard of living? I don't think so. I don't think corporations are going to say, hey, inflation's coming down, we got our costs down, let's give the little guys, let's lower prices for them. I don't see that happening, guys. So depending on what the Fed does, if the Fed raises interest rates, don't just expect red in crypto. Guys, if the Fed raises interest rate, makes it harder and more expensive to get money, you're going to see more red in real estate, especially, which you're already starting to see the real estate market come down. I mean, we're just in some unprecedented times, guys. I mean, credit card debt is at like an all-time high. I don't think there's ever been more an amount. The average American's credit card debt is higher than it's ever been. Overdue rent. You know, a lot of states are continuing the eviction moratoriums where people can't be evicted because of past rent. Small businesses, we're seeing data that small businesses not paying their rent. I mean, we definitely have a lot of bad going on in the economy right now. So obviously, guys, you know, if you're having a bad economy, risk on assets, whether it's crypto, stocks, or even traditional real estate, that's going to be the first thing to go. That's going to be the first thing to go. So what we're seeing right now, guys, again, some TA is showing us that we're going to go to 30,000. I'm not trying to be a bear. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing, because I don't think that, I think that we could see a small relief rally depending on what happens at this FOMC meeting, which I have no idea what's going to happen. Nobody really does. And if we do see a pullback, again, guys, not financial advice, I'm telling you my plan. We see a pullback, or if we're in a bull market, it's the same to me, because I'm constantly buying, guys. You guys know I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum every week automatically, but I also make big purchases if I see a large pullback. So if I see Bitcoin or Ethereum or Polygon Matic pull back, I'm jumping back in. I got money in stable coins just sitting on the sidelines waiting. So I jump back in, right? So if it pumps, I take profits and sell. It's a pretty simple strategy, guys, and I'll do that all the way through. So if we are in a bull market, I'm constantly making money the whole time. I'm not just hodling forever. I've done that strategy before and watched gains just evaporate away. Now, as far as what I'm buying, I know I originally told y'all that I'm mainly buying blue chip projects, you know, projects in the coin market cap, top 50, top 25. I am still doing that, but I do see opportunity in other sectors. And what is the sector? AI. I'm not going to give y'all specific AI coins. If you know of any, please put them in the comments. I'm not going to give y'all specific AI coins because I'm still doing research on it. AI coins can be very volatile. It's new technology. Some of these AI coins won't even be here. Maybe by when the bull run officially gets started off. But I do think that if you can find the right AI coins, you can easily 50 to 100x in a bull run. So do your own research, guys. Just giving you something to think about. Again, most of my bag is going to be in the blue chips. You guys know what they are. You guys seen Polygon Matic Super Pump the other day? I took profits. So just so you always know where I stand, guys, I'm constantly taking profits. I'm constantly jumping in and out. I'm not married to any of these coins or any of these projects. Now, next thing I want to talk about. Man. So for those who think we're in this super bull cycle, or this is the start of the Bitcoin bull cycle into the Bitcoin halving, guys, potentially they're right. But what they're not factoring in, again, guys, is all the terrible things that are happening in our economy right now. The devaluation of our currency. Everything that's happening right now is not giving investors confidence. Also, too, we're still dealing with a war in Ukraine. We are still on the brink of World War III. I'm not saying this to scare y'all, but, this is mainstream news saying it now, that this is the closest we've ever been to nuclear war since the Cuban Missile Crisis. So what I want to ask of all of you is, what happened to being anti-war? Like, I remember, you guys, wasn't it like, during the Vietnam era, the 60s, being anti-war was cool. It was cool. It was like normal to be anti-war, to be against war, to call out your federal government when they're doing crazy stuff. Now people are like calling for nuclear war. You guys realize that's the end of civilization. When that first nuke goes off, whether it's us, Russia, whoever it is, that's it. It's over. So, we're sending. So when you see this inflation that's in the country, it's because of the amount of money our government is printing. Guys, we've hit the debt ceiling in this country now. That's not unprecedented. That has happened before. We've hit the debt ceiling before. We always find a way around it. Fancy accounting, kick the can down the road. Now, if Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, she said, because some people are saying, oh, just default on the debt. Screw the debt. Janet Yellen, Treasury Secretary, said if we default on the debt, it will cause a global recession because we are the world reserve currency. Now, who do we owe the debt to? I don't even know, guys. It's so complicated, and it's so much money we owe because the amount that we have to pay in interest, we're not making enough money to even pay that. So it's not like we're going the right direction. We're going the wrong direction. And the more money that we have to print, that is going to devalue your currency even further. So other countries are seeing this, and other countries are saying, if they're going to constantly devalue their currency, why do I want to hold their currency? Why do I want to settle in their currency? Why do I want to use the petrodollar and buy oil in their currency? Why don't we switch to something else that's not being devalued rapidly? Now, how can the Fed stop the devalue of our currency? Well, again, guys, we don't have a revenue problem. We have a spending problem. So, not going to get into the political side of it, guys, but let me just explain to you that it doesn't matter who the president is. I know a lot of you are watching, so, but Kevin, Orange Man's coming back. Orange Man's going to be president, and you'll see he's going to drain the swamp, or he's going to put Hillary in jail. Yeah, don't count on it. Don't count on it. And even if Trump does become president, do you think that, because I know a lot of you Trump supporters don't want to hear this, a lot of the debt that we're in, a lot of the spending was done under Trump. Now, granted, guys, the Democrats spend way more money. The Republicans spend money. They all spend your money recklessly. They all do not have any fiscal responsibility for this country. And it's a shame. It's a shame because I want the dollar to be the world reserve currency. I want the dollar to be strong. I want, your investments to constantly go up. So, again, guys, appreciate y'all tuning in for this rant. We're in some unprecedented times. As always, guys, anti-war on this channel, pro-peace. I want peace in the Middle East. I want peace in Ukraine. I want peace in Russia. I want peace in the United States. I want all of you to get a bag in 2023. As always, guys, we want to look for opportunity. I don't want to just give y'all doom and gloom. I still think there's a ton of opportunity, not just in crypto, guys. There's a ton of opportunity in real estate. There's a ton of opportunity stocks. You really just got to be looking, guys, because think about it. Recession, depression, whatever the federal government wants to define it, most millionaires are created in those times. If you look historically, the rich get richer in a depression. I know what you say, oh, but Kevin, you need money to get rich. You need money to get rich. Not really, not really. A lot of millionaires did not inherit or did not inherit their wealth. A lot of millionaires were self-made, guys. It's still possible. It's still very much possible. And I hope that the last 2 years, the last 3 to 4 years, really, of seeing crypto, of seeing tech stocks, seeing the massive appreciation, a lot of it was no-brainer. Whether it was Tesla stock, Amazon, Google, whether it was Bitcoin, a lot of the fundamentals of why people invest in these assets have not changed. Now, historically, real estate is going to be your best hedge against inflation. So I would not tell anybody to go buy crypto assets without owning a house first. I mean, you need a place to live. And then again, real estate historically is going to be your best hedge. So as for me, guys, I buy everything. I buy real estate. I buy crypto. I buy NFTs. I pride myself on being able to find alpha, being able to find opportunity. Now, how do I gain those skills? A lot of trial and error, guys. A lot of studying. If you ask yourself if any of this is confusing to you and you want to make money, well, ask yourself, guys, what did you do this weekend? What did I do this weekend? Not much. I was in the books studying. I was watching videos. I was researching because I like to have my finger on the pulse of what's going on, guys. I'm at a point in my life where I want to have a life of abundance. I want to have wealth. I want to be able to influence the world. I want to do good for the world. And fortunately, we're an economy based on the dollar, so you got to have money to do things. So anyway, guys, if you made this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. It was just such a beautiful day outside. I had to film outside. Anyway, guys, drop me a 100 emoji in the comments if you made this far. Anyway, y'all, I'm out. Peace.